Hi, welcome to another Level 2 algebra video. We're going to carry on talking exponential equations, but this is a different type of exponential equation that we came across in the last video, and we don't need to use logarithms to solve this. So let's get into our example. Let's solve this exponential equation. 8 to the power of x plus 1 is equal to 2 to the power of x squared. Now we know 8 is made up of 2 times 2 times 2, so 2 to the power of 3 is 8. So the first thing we're going to do is take that 8 and change it into 2 to the power of 3. Now we know another indice rule is when we have a number squared or a number to the power of something all raised to another power, we can times the powers. When we see brackets, we can times the powers. So here we can see brackets, we can times the powers. So we're going to go 3 times x plus 1. Now 3 times x plus 1 makes 3x plus 3. So we've times the powers and we've got 2 to the power of 3x plus 3, which is equal to 2 to the power of x squared. Now the reason we've done this is we've now got our base the same. We had a number of 8 to the power of something, but we've changed them both into the same power, 2 to the power of something. Now this is important because what we have is we have 2 to the power of something equal to 2 to the power of something. 2 to the power of 3x plus 3 is equal to 2 to the power of x squared. Now because we have the same base, we can say these powers must be equal. 2 to the power of something is equal to 2 to the power of something. The two somethings must be equal. So our next statement is this: 3x plus 3 is equal to x squared. We don't need to worry about our bases anymore. The twos aren't important. We're now interested in just saying 3x plus 3 is equal to x squared. So let's take that statement and carry on from here. 3x plus 3 is equal to x squared. I'm going to write it the other way and go x squared is equal to 3x plus 3 because I just prefer to put my x squared on the left. But if you don't want to do that, no problem. Now we're going to take the 3x and move it to the left and make it a minus 3x. And we're going to take the plus 3 and move it over to the left and make it a minus 3 and put the quadratic equation equal to 0. We've got a quadratic equation equal to 0. So we need to solve this quadratic equation, and the best way might be to use the quadratic formula. You could try and factorize it, but I just go straight to the quadratic formula from here. So my two answers are 3.7913 and negative 0.7913. I've rounded both of these to 4 decimal places. Now, just when you think you've solved it, it's important to go back and check. Check the first solution and go 8 to the power of 3.7913 plus the 1. And also check that 2 to the power of 3.7913 squared give us the same answer. In this example, they're not quite exact, but they're close enough for me to know that this answer is correct. The reason it's not exact is because I've rounded 3.7913 to 4 decimal places, and that's why it causes a little bit of an error when I check it. But they're close enough for me to know that this answer is good. What about my second answer, negative 0.7913? I'm substituting that back into my calculator and checking on both sides of the equation that it works. And again, it's not quite perfect, but the reason is because I've rounded my answer to 4 decimal places, and that's why it's not quite accurate enough, but it's so close, I know that this is also a good answer. So in this example, both of my answers are good. Right, thanks so much for watching.